The entire NBA season came down to one.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Berg will be reporting from the sidelines. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Pelicans playing here with a home court advantage. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Cleveland. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Ahmad Jumper is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the 5, down low.
Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches, and you know when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's the Wizard. Fade away. That's good. The Wizards got his first points of the game.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway jumper, but he gets it to go.
Irving against Holiday. And Jumper kicks to LeBron. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Holiday. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Here's the Wizard. Five to shoot. From the arc. That one goes. Count. The Wizards got 5.
Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
Now, here is Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The drive by James, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Now they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And so we... It's a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Took some time, and fans might have been unsure for a while, but clearly the Pelicans have a direction for this team now, and I think they're a franchise on the rise.
And with the Pelicans getting a franchise big like they did with Davis always helps, but they're also active in acquiring talent to grow around him.
Count the bucket. Here's the Wizard. He has 7. Let's find out what Doris Berg has for us.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Black. Going into this game and
scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Drew Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one.
Thank you, Doris. Pelicans leading by 5. For the Pelicans, getting young talent is one thing, and they want to make sure, Clark, that they got the right talent to fit alongside their stars.
Kevin, I really think sometimes the cohesiveness and the fitting of the parts is overlooked and undervalued. And the Pelicans are trying to make that a real priority. Not only do we want talent, but we want it to fit together nicely. And you got to give them kudos for that.
That's a good point. Here's the Wizard. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. And that's collected by Love. The Cavaliers trail by 5. James dishes to Irving. And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That's his first foul. Smith checked in for Shumpert. Here is Love. Irving sets a screen for Love. Love draws the double. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Cleveland. Pelicans leading by 5 and stolen by LeBron. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Mozgov.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Got that one up quick. And that's 12 points for the Wizards.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do. Well, it's funny. Back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Smith, no luck.
And you think back to LeBron after the 2011 finals, many also questioned whether he had, quote-unquote, what it took to win a title. He's obviously answered those questions.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 14. That is good.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dellavedova. That's good. And some harsh criticism, Clark, for LeBron after the decision, or his comments after the 2011 finals.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's really impressive to see how he's handled that. He misspoke and mishandled both of those situations. And to his credit, he's expressed regret about those things, displaying a maturity we've always seen in him. One of the remarkable things about LeBron is that for the magnitude of his celebrity and his stature and the expectation, I don't know if we've had an athlete handle himself any better under the hot, bright lights of stardom.
No good on the 3. New Orleans with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Newble. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And here comes LeBron. Kicks it to Varejão. Smith outside. Plenty of space. That's good. And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Newble. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye 3 as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think, Steve, and he timed it perfectly.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Holiday out there with the Wizard. Then there's Easy Breezy. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. And it's Davis in at the power forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Well, for the Pelicans, Steve, going for the playoffs last season, they did give up a lot of their financial flexibility.
Well, big contracts for Tyreke Evans and Drew Holiday. They've established their core. Now they have to make an internal improvement to take that next step.
Here's the Wizard. 17-point lead, their biggest. Thompson comes with a double team. Newble cans it from downtown. The Wizards got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Smith with a screen on Holiday. Dellavedova kicks to Smith. On the wing, Shumpert. There's the three. And it's Shumpert again, missing. Pelicans leading by 20. Passes it to the Wizard. Past the buck. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, that didn't go down, but those are exactly the plays coaches like to see.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul-prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Love comes in for Thompson. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he does. And Shumpert, fantastic athlete, great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Shumpert, goes back up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
That one misses.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul-prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving. New Orleans leading by 21. Here's Newble. And another 3 for New Orleans.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
And Mozgov, offensively, can get you some nice second-chance buckets.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Kevin, that he's a decent roll man in the pick and roll, and he can knock down the three-pointer on occasion. So, nice combination for that big guy.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 6. Here's Love. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
And that one's good.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Count that one. Love's got 7.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And for Love, the other reason for the skepticism, he's not a chiseled, overpowering athlete. He's not flashy. Maybe he doesn't look like a superstar, but his game speaks for itself, just the strength and the skill.
Here's the Wizard, and he's got 41. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's James. And he overshot that one, missing. And one thing for sure, last season, the Timberwolves were a disaster when Kevin Love went to the bench.
That's for sure, Kevin. I mean, when he was on the floor, they outscored opponents significantly. When he sat, their offense basically imploded.
And so here is New Orleans after LeBron James's miss. And so it's New Orleans with it. 3 on the clock. Here's Newble. That's in there. Davis with the assist. The Wizards got 43 points.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Irving can't hit. New Orleans gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Here's the Wizard. 43 points in the game.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
And Davis sends it back. Here's the Wizard. Shot misses. So well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Terrific game for the Wizard. 43 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the center position.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, "We're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time." Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's last pro championship back in 1964, Doris. Thanks.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 47 points for the Wizard.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark? Anthony Davis voted most likely to have a breakout year 2, and the GMs called it right. First-time All-Star, most improved candidate, statistically a top 10 player in the league.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Irving.
What a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless. And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
New Orleans has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Shumpert passes to Love. Misses in close. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
And there's the pass to the Wizard. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Tries again. Another one falls for New Orleans. And you look at the numbers for Davis last season, Clark around 20 and 10.
And you throw in about 3 blocks and 1.5 steals a game, as well as him upping his scoring while improving his percentages. The sky's the limit for this guy.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Again, Love missing.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by James. And that's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Shumpert. Here's Newble. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. A different look now for Cleveland. Verajao comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Shumpert.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year, and a lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
Blocked, but he gets it back. The second chance effort. The shot by Verajao, wide open. Misses, and he wants that one back. Fast break, here they come. Here's Newble, got a piece of it. Now the feed to Ajinça. Here's the Wizard, covered by Smith. Here's Newble, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Verajao's shot is good.
And with the Cavs, their score differential for their reserves really tells the story. Just way too many points given away when that second unit came onto the floor. Something they needed to address in the offseason, they did.
Here's the Wizard, covered by Smith. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. And for the Cavs, depth certainly won't be an issue this time around. A lot of changes and growth for them, resulting in a much deeper and talented roster.
And, you know, Kevin, people still underestimate the importance of having a strong bench. The Cavs really struggled with that last year, but with LeBron starting and pushing former starters to the bench, they'll be in a much stronger position.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Irving. Smith outside. Feeds to Dellavedova. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron, no luck. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 17-6 run. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
With a young athletic team, talented, and getting to the rim, it makes sense for the Pelicans to play more up-tempo. 2 seasons ago, they played the slowest pace in the league, but last year, they made a real effort to speed things up.
And with the Pelicans, part of picking up the pace, also creating some turnovers, Clark. Back in the 2012-13 season, this team was dead last in steals.
And that was one of the areas, Kevin, where they really made some improvement as a team. A very good turnover differential, which is always nice to see. They took care of the ball offensively and really tried to pressure and create turnovers defensively.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Verajao. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Verajao's got his second bucket.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
1:09 left to play in the third. The steal. Here's Newble, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Davis with the block. And here we go, Pelicans running again. Oh, what a
that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
the most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
And he pulled it off, too. Remarkable.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Count the bucket. 70 points for the Wizard.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Here's Dellavedova. LeBron kicks to Dellavedova. And that one hits back iron. Now here is Davis. And stolen by James. Dellavedova. The shot is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New Orleans on top, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Alexis Ajinça is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Easy Breezy. And it's the Wizard in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And that one's good. The Wizards got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cashing in.
New Orleans gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Shoots from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
And that one's good.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically layers.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys. Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Got that one up quick. The Wizards got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
Yeah, but look down at the other end of the court. The same has not held true.
Now, here is Miller. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. The Wizards got his 6th rebound on the night. And the shot is good.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers. 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
That's good from Miller on the assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 5th assist in this one. The Pelicans have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Here's the Wizard, covered by Miller. That's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Dellavedova kicks to Jones. Mozgov with the bucket.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
The Pelicans have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And Cleveland making a change here. Perkins is checked in. They get it back. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Here's Newble. No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And the shot is good.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed. Hey guys, the league has taken some steps to pick up the pace of the game. Over the last decade, we've seen a lot of rule changes with hand checks, zone defenses, tightening up flagrant foul rules and physical play in general.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Varejao comes in for Sean Marion. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Jones. New Orleans has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Off target with his 3.
It's been a tale of 2 halves, guys. He was on fire from long range in the first half, but not so much here in the second. I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for New Orleans.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the Wizard. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
It's stolen by Smith. Wide open to the hoop. Here's James.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
James right side. Smith for 3. And another shot. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Goes up at the stripe. And the shot is good.
They're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Seems like he's gotten every single rebound today.
Glass eating at its finest. I mean, you're not going to see a guy with 20-plus boards too often. That's an impressive number.
Good.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Varejao, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. It's taken away by Smith, and pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. And it's Dellavedova missing.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
The entire